What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is the first of the month. We're gonna be doing comic book hauls every first of the month. That's what we're gonna be doing. For the most part, I'm gonna be showing y'all what I got the previous month, or just overall that whole month. We're gonna be showing what's going on. It's kind of not necessarily all over the place, but I don't want to do hauls so much. I can literally do haul videos all through the week, all through the month, because I buy so many books each week. I don't necessarily want to do that, so I'm gonna try to divvy it up and making it first of the month specifically, unless maybe something special happens and then I'm gonna do 2 hauls a month, whatever. But for the most part, I'll be showing y'all the comic books that I got, most likely the previous month. I do a lot of traveling, so to be able to do traveling different states and all this kind of stuff across the country, I go to different comic book stores all the time. Some of these comic book hauls are gonna be larger than others. It is a thing, it's fine. Sometimes I don't have all the time in the world to get to comic book stores, but I do tend to go as much as I can. This is the first of the month. We got a good haul for you. I'm excited about this. Let's get to it. This haul specifically came from New Mexico. I ended up going to New Mexico to do some comedy shows. Some of y'all don't know that I am a stand-up comedian. I've been doing comedy now for a while. It's one of my favorite things to do out of this world. I mean, besides also collecting comic books. It's one of my favorite things to do, of course. Doing comedy is a passion just as much as collecting comic books is a passion. This time around, we was in New Mexico. We had 2 cities. We went to Santa Fe, went to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Also, if you want to see some of my comedy, you can go to this page up here. Let me see. I'll probably put it right here. Yeah, I'll put it right here. Some of my comedy is on my other page, TN Comedy 1. You can go there, check out some of my stand-up comedy if you want. But this specific page, TN Games and Comics, we're going to focus on me playing video games as well as comic books. So that's what we're here for. This time around, I was in New Mexico doing some shows. I didn't really have a lot of time in New Mexico, but I had enough time to stop at 2 stores. That's exactly what I did. Stopped at 2 stores, one in Santa Fe, one in Albuquerque. The first store is Big Adventure Comics. I had to write these down. First store is Big Adventure Comics in Santa Fe. Stopped there. Dope store. I went to 2 dope stores, by the way. Let me say that, put that out there right now. They're pretty good. They had some decent stuff. One store, though, which I believe is the Big Adventure Comics store, didn't tell me that they had a whole nother room that you can go into full of just like back issues. So I didn't really get a chance to look at those as much as I wanted to. I was hoping to have more. If I knew that they had all those there, I 100% would have been in there just hunting books down. But I didn't have time. I only was able to spend about an hour and a half in this comic book store specifically before I really had to go because I had a show, etc., etc. But the other one that I went to was Comic Warehouse, and that is in Albuquerque. Nice store, nice employees there. They helped me out find some of the stuff I was looking for. This is a massive store. Both of these stores are pretty massive. So I spent some time in there. I spent as much time as I could or was able to at the time. And I got my books, and then I had to skate. I had to leave. So these are the books that I got from the store. Let's check these books out, man. We got the big haul right here. This is the books that I'm going to show you, y'all. Under this, we have a graded book under here that I will talk about once we get there. It's kind of like how, people pull Pokemon cards and they kind of hope they get the fire Pokemon card at the end. I got a personal like fire card at the end. You feel me? But we're going to talk about that, y'all. First up on this haul, we're talking about Epic Comics. You don't really find a lot of Epic Comics. Personally, I don't really see a lot of Epic Comics. I feel like there should be a lot more. 6 from Sirius. Epic Comics. This book it looks interesting to me. I don't know what this creature is specifically right here, but this will make me buy the book. Granted, this is issue number 2 out of, I think, 4. It's number 2 and a 4 issue part. I gotta find the other issues. I don't remember if I got all the issue 1, but at the same time, I like this cover. I like what this monster looks like. I googled some of the artwork. I like it. I should take them more out of the bag. I just don't, though. I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this, that this whole haul is from both stores. I can't remember. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember specifically which books came from where, but yeah. Next after that, we got The Mummy #3. I've been collecting these, have not personally been reading these, but I like the Universal Monster as a horror fan. You can't go wrong with that. I think they did wonderful with Frankenstein. I think they did a great job. So The Mummy, I'm looking forward to actually catching up and reading all these. I got 1, 2, so we'd be happy to have 3, and I think they have another #4 coming out. If it's not out already, then I gotta pick it up. I'm staying on top of those. You know what I'm saying? Next up after that, Space Ghost #12. Space Ghost #12. Now this one I had a hard time finding. Okay, to the point to where I have to like dig in there and find these issues. I don't know if this even is a first print. I might have missed this one. This is a first printing. Nice. So I was able to get a first printing of Space Ghost #12, which I'm looking forward to. I got a little damage on the back of that due to the heat in the car and them getting, you know what I mean? Heat in the car, stuck on top of another book. It's a thing. It happens. Happens from time to time. But the cover, I'm loving this artwork, by the way. Space Ghost has been a fun ride. I don't think I've read issue 11 yet. I got it. I got all the Space Ghost issues. And I've been collecting the older runs as well. So getting more Space Ghost comic books, I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Next after that, something that me and my wife been reading and looking forward to. We have not caught up on, but it's something that's fire. You Do Bad Things #3. I like this book. Me and we read the first book, okay? We read the first book of that, and we wasn't sure if we were trying to figure out what the storyline was going to be, how it was going to be, where it's going to take us, and we had 2 different ideas. So we look forward to actually catching up and reading. We might just wait until it's all done and then catch up, and then just read them all together. But I don't know. We're gonna figure that out. Next book after that, we talking about Bug Wars. Bug Wars #4. Bug Wars #4. I recently read Bug Wars #2, and look, I know Bug Wars #2 is good. I know Bug Wars #3 is even gonna be better. I saw the cover for Bug Wars #5. Dude, it's gonna get crazy, son. It's gonna get crazy. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Following that, we got a Powerpuff Girls. This is the classic Powerpuff Girls #3. This is DC. What year is this? This is like early 2000s. Let me see where we at here. Yeah, this is 2000. This came out in 2000. Powerpuff Girls #3. Look, you see, I've collected a lot of Powerpuff Girls over the years. Okay, mainly because it's a fire cartoon, bro. I ain't gonna tell y'all again. Okay, you lacking as a horror fan, as a comic book fan. You read a lot of comic books or collect a lot of comic books that have something to do with horror, or a lot of comic books that have something to do with cartoons, and that is my thing. I'm a big horror movie fan just as much as I'm a big cartoon fan, so I'm collecting those for sure. Next after that, we got another Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls #5. These books are just mad funny, yo. I'm telling you, if you like the cartoon, you're gonna like the books. Okay, even the new books are great. I've been collecting them. I have not read them all, but I've been collecting them. I think Kelly Thompson is the writer for those, doing a fantastic job. It's like watching another episode of Powerpuff Girls. Amazing. Got another Powerpuff Girls. This is Powerpuff Girls #2 right here. #2. Which is, it looks like a Valentine's Day card. I don't know, where did the love go? I'll find this out. You know what I'm saying? That's Powerpuff Girls #2. I'm surprised I was even able to find those for as cheap as I found them. Because usually these books are like, they be charging quite a bit for the Cartoon Network books because they're not like the easiest thing in the world to just find and get. Granted, it's usually like when a store has a Cartoon Network comic book, like they have more than like 10. Usually they have a box of them somewhere. So I was able to find just these 3 out of there, I think, and just keep it moving. Because I was hoping to find them, but I don't know what they had in the other room in the back, man. I'm curious, yo. Like that other room in the back, man. I was sitting there like, man, I wish I knew this. I spent all my time in the front. All my time up there. Next book. Oh, this one. I'm looking forward to reading this one. This finally, we talk about Specs number 4. Listen, this is the book I've been hunting for a long time now. I've been hunting for this Specs number 4 specifically for maybe a year now, maybe. I got 1 through 3, and the series is great. Specs is a great series. Nobody talking about. It's probably gonna be on a worth the search for sure. Just based off the fact I'm curious on how this ends, but worth the search. This is gonna be on there, so just go ahead and get you some copies. I tell you right now, this is worth reading. Okay, Specs. If you have not read it, I think it's worth reading and keeping. I'm not a flipper, so I don't know how pricing and all that stuff goes. But as far as just like it being just a good series just to have on the low, like it's gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? Following that, we got Barstool number 3. I think it's possible that I have 2 of these. It's possible. I might have bought a duplicate of this. I'm not sure. Barstool, man, I still don't know exactly what what this book is about. All I know is that it's weird enough to keep my attention. That's all I know. Dark Horse. I thought Image put out weird books. No. This one tops it. Dark Horse is good about putting some weirdness in their books, but Image is the one that goes left all the time. And so for Dark Horse to do something dark, twisted, a little weird, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Barstool, number 3. Excited about that. And before I show this one, let's see, this is going to be the last one that we show before we show up close. This one right here, man. The Men in Black. This is an Ariel comic. Listen. Aircell comic, I'm sorry, number 2. 2 of 3. Listen, these books are not cheap. I spent $7 on this book, but I also been looking for these books a lot. These are dope. I like the Men in Black series as far as the older ones go. As far as the newer ones go, well, the newer ones, you know, talking about Will Smith, the movie adaptations. I've been collecting those too, but I haven't read those yet. I've just been collecting them. I'm just a fan of the movie, but at the same time, Men in Black. This right here is dope. Okay, I saw the artwork in it, read a couple pages, off the rip, I'm in. You know what I mean? These are hard to find too. You're not gonna necessarily just find these laying around anywhere. I'm curious if this is even a first print. Let me see if I doubt it though. I doubt this is I doubt that this is the first print. But and let's see here. This is not a first print, at least from what I know. I can't see that it is. It doesn't say that it is. But this is something that I'm looking forward to just reading. And you know, this is issue 2. I will be hunting down issue 1, of course, because I want to read the rest of them. Now, before I left to New Mexico, I ordered this book right here. This book right here, I ordered it, and it came in. Granted, I ordered this book literally an hour. I ordered this book literally an hour later to find out that Jim Shooter passed. This is Shadow Man number 1. I got a 9.6 on this. This is the most iconic cover, of course, and is one of the most iconic books in the Shadow Man run. I'm a big Shadow Man fan. I've been wanting to meet Jim Shooter for years. It's been, you know, something that I've been trying to do, either making time to go see him or, you know, just talk to him about Shadow Man, how he came with the idea, etc., etc. And it has not been the easiest thing, of course. I never got a chance to meet him, but he put together a great story here, being able to do this 9.6 right here. I'm super excited about it. This is the first appearance of Shadow Man this is the first appearance of Jack Boniface as Shadow Man, which is cool. Being able to see him full costume, going for it, you know what I'm saying, embracing the power just a little bit for the first time, seeing how the power works out for him and stuff like that, and being able to track down a serial killer that's been going around town. I believe this was the first pretty much the first gruesome storyline that came through is chasing this serial killer. This is just something that's just fire though. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Jim Shooter. Shout out to Jim Shooter as well, man. And shout out to everybody that took a part in just bringing something like this together. Jim Shooter, you know, he put together something dope, man. And Shadow Man, can't believe I got this in a 9.6. I would never think I would find a book this old in a 9.6. But granted, I was able to find it, bought it immediately, and then an hour later I found it in the past. It kind of sucks, but I'm excited that I was able to even get a chance to just like have something like this at the time that this happened, because who knows, man, if I would ever be able to find something like this knowing what happened an hour later. You know what I mean? It's kind of tough. But I'm definitely I got a couple more. I think we showed some on the last video. I got a couple more of graded comic books of Shadow Man. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where to put them in the room. I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere they're hung up. This is definitely going to be hung up. I feel like all my graded Shadow Man books are going to be hung up for sure somewhere. And who knows, man. I was hoping that I'll be able to get this signed. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but I am glad that it got here safe and sound, and this is just super dope. And once again, man, rest in peace to Jim Shooter. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man, for what you've done. You got me into comic books. This is a series. Shadow Man is a series that got me into comic books for the long haul. You know what I mean? I traveled across the country. I can't even talk right now. I traveled across the country to collect Shadow Man books over, my first, over the years. I've traveled across the country to collect Shadow Man books over the years. It's toward the beginning of me first really getting hardcore into comic books. I went as far as from Dallas all the way up to New York to be able to complete a run of Shadow Man, the classic run too, the 90s run. And I think this was late 80s, I think. I can't remember exactly when it started. I want to say late 80s, like 89, something like that. And I was on a hunt, and that was in 2010. So being able to find those books wasn't all like the easiest one. They weren't the easiest ones to find. But able to travel, find them, and I'm gonna remember that forever. You know what I'm saying? Classic to me. I can't stop looking. This shit is fire. All right, this is too fire. 9.6. Rest in peace, Jim Shooter. Appreciate you, Shadow Man. Getting it in. You know what I mean? Loving it. Thank y'all for watching, man. That is the end of the New Mexico haul, man. We have some great books in here. I'm excited to read these, check them out, and to see what I can do with another worth the search. I'll tell you right now, Bug Wars is a worth the search, and I'll tell you Specs is a worth the search. Again, fire right here. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want. Don't bug me. Okay? All right. I love it. Thank y'all for watching, man. I see y'all with another haul on the first of the month. All right. See y'all. I'm out. Peace.